Good morning, boys and girls. Remember that our number corner lessons are going to look a little bit different. Yesterday, I gave you the task to see if you could look at the observation chart and then figure out the code date and then the type of clock used, along with what time it said on the clock, and then how much time had passed. So I look forward to seeing more of your posts about that. I want to show you quick what Mrs. Guyan had. So if you can see that and if you want to look, you can compare to. Let me move that over. I had this is what my observation chart looks for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. Well, right now, Mrs. Guyan is going to flip over our next time. And if you have your observation chart handy with you and sitting in front of you, I want you to see what you would put on that. Again, what would our code date be? Is it an analog or a digital clock? Remember, analog uses the hour hand and minute hand. Digital shows the numbers on it. And then what time does it say, along with how much time has passed between each card. So I am going to fill that out with you today. So give me 1 second as I find my thing. All right, so I would put today's date is 3-26. I'm looking at our clock right here. We can see that it is analog because it uses the hour hand and the minute hand. So we're going to write analog. Looking at the time, it is showing right now that it is not quite 5 o'clock. It's in between. The hour hand is in between the 4 and the 5. So we still have to say it's 4. And the minute hand is pointing at the 6. So I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we would say it's 4:30. If the card next to it says 4 o'clock and it now is 4:30, how much time has passed? "30 minutes," or we could say a half hour. All right, that's awesome, boys and girls. So the next part we're going to quick review is money. All right, first graders, another component that we had just started was introducing the dime to our money collector. So let's really quickly go over our penny poems and our coin poem. Penny, 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 easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. And then we learned about our nickel. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat, you're worth 5 cents, I know that. And the last one we went over was dime. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. All right, so for graphing today and counting our coins, I'm going to spin my spinner. And I have 1 nickel and 2 pennies. And when we last left off, we learned that the coin that has the most amount, the value, we always count that first. So we have on here, starting with the nickel, 5. And now I'm going to hop ones. So 5, 6, 7. 7 cents. All right, now we're going to try spinning it again. This time I got 2 nickels. 1 and 2. All right, this time we're going to count by fives. So 5 and 10. We have 10 cents. All right, we're going to practice one more spin. And this time we have 4 pennies, which should be pretty easy for us to count because we know those are worth 4 cents. So we're going to do 4 cents. Remember, if we're doing dimes and nickels and pennies, we always start with the coin that has the biggest value first. So I would start with the dime, the nickel, and then the penny. When I count 10, now I need to stop and change the value. Now we count by fives. So now I would have 15. And when I add one more hop, then I would be at 16 cents. 16 cents. Your job today is I am going to push out a coin and a telling time seesaw activity for you to do. There's directions on it, and then you are going to send that to me. Have a great day.